Coach, you guys overcame the slow start, got it to overtime there, and we're thin two with a minute left. Um, how was Providence able to pull away? Was it just not having Kobe when your closers on the floor, or do you think it was fatigue? What do you think it was?
Well, certainly foul trouble was a problem for us in this game. Um, and I'm not saying that as an excuse, but we were managing foul trouble with some key guys, throughout the game. I thought we had. I thought our guys competed first and foremost. I thought our guys competed. We had opportunities we didn't capitalize on in a number of areas. We had the ball by the basket a number of times where we got to complete the play. And that, I don't say that to blame the guys who didn't, but you got to complete those, the open shots by the basket, layups. We got to finish. We got to finish those. We did have some open shots from the perimeter, and you're not always going to shoot well, but we got to knock a few of those down. And then obviously our turnovers, is another area we got to continue to improve on. When I look at the box score, two things stand out. One, they were +8 on points off turnovers, and they were +15 on second shots. So the one area we didn't compete like we could, although overall I thought our guys competed, was rebounding the ball. It's the reason we beat them at home. It's because we had 8 turnovers and we rebounded at a really high level. We didn't get enough of that this evening.
At the end of regulation, how do you decide, if you want to call timeout or let it play out like you did there?
Well, we had just scored, and we were going to run the same play with DJ, and Providence mixes up their defenses quite a bit. And we wanted to go back to the play DJ just got a dunk on and get the last shot of the half. And we weren't able to score. And then side out of bounds, I thought we got a good shot, even though there was a little bit of time on the clock. We had a chance to eye the rim and get a good shot off. We didn't make it.
Zoe Cohenford, Marquette Wire.
David Duke had his season high 31 points tonight. What kind of made him such a tough competitor and so tough to guard?
Well, really, there's nothing on the basketball court that Duke can't do. We did a really good job on him at Marquette. And so, anytime you're playing a great player, which I believe Duke is, they're going to respond. And so we knew we weren't going to see the same Providence team that we saw in Milwaukee. But Duke was huge for them and really has been all year. He hit some really tough shots. Again, there's a handful of shots, less than a handful of shots that we could have done a better job on. But for the most part, he hit some really tough ones as well.
Ben Steele, Journal Sentinel.
Just 18 points for you guys in the first half. Is it just like a mental block with these guys with the slow starts this year?
Yeah, I thought we had good opportunities to start the game. We had opportunities to get layups or dunks, and we didn't. We didn't. And, those plays can be deflating. There's no question about that. But our guys competed. Offensively, we have to tighten up a lot.
And you brought Dexter off the bench early, in both halves. What brought that on?
Well, Dexter practiced really well, and I wanted to reward him for doing that. And I thought he did fine when he got in the game. Again, we're trying to find anybody that's playing well that can help us win. And the first way you do that is by coming to practice with focus and energy. And guys who do that need to be rewarded.
Anything else for Coach? Zoe, one last one.
So right in the final 6 minutes of regulation, the guys.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, you're good. The final 6 minutes of regulation, the guys had that big spark. Kind of what were you saying to them during that period of time?
We wanted to embrace it. I thought in the first half, there were times when we played tight, and plays that guys normally make offensively, we didn't make. And I thought some of that was we were tight. And I wanted them to embrace the moment. It's you got to look for. I mean, every game in the Big East is going to be hard fought and competitive and a man's game. You got to embrace that. And I thought we did a better job of that in the second half.